Black CEO denied service in her own hotel. One call later, she fired the entire management. Before we dive in this story, hit the comments and tell us your city or country. You'd see how far this story reaches. If you like the video, please subscribe. She walked into the lobby of her hotel elegant, composed, and dressed in business casual. Yet, the front desk didn't see a CEO. They saw someone who didn't belong. The receptionist smirked. "This entrance is for guests only, ma'am." Security was already moving. Her ID ignored. Her calm explanation dismissed. They had no idea the woman they were trying to remove owned the building they stood in. And what happened after her one quiet phone call? The hotel's entire power structure collapsed. Who was she? And why did this moment change everything? Watch until the end. Avery James wasn't just any executive, she was the founder and CEO of one of the fastest growing boutique hotel chains in the country. After years of battling discrimination in corporate boardrooms, Avery built something of her own, a brand known for excellence, class, and diversity. One of her flagship hotels stood tall in Atlanta, where she was scheduled for a surprise inspection visit before a major investor meeting. Dressed down in slacks and a simple blouse, Avery didn't arrive with an entourage or flash, she believed in knowing her business from the ground level. But as she stepped through the glass doors into the marble lobby she designed herself, something unexpected happened. No greetings, no recognition, just icy stares. She waited, quietly observing, until it got worse. Much worse. The front desk clerk whispered something to security, eyes darting at Avery. One guard stepped forward, scanning her like she was a threat. "Excuse me, miss, guests only, please exit." Avery calmly replied, "I am a guest." "And more," the clerk scoffed. "Let's not make a scene. You people are always pulling something." That phrase, those two words, "you people," landed like a slap. She pulled out her ID badge. It read founder and CEO, Avery James. The clerk rolled her eyes. "That's cute. Anyone can print a badge." Security placed a hand on her shoulder. Avery stepped back. "Touch me, and your job will be gone before lunch." But they didn't listen. She was escorted to the sidewalk. Guests watched. Phones recorded. Still, Avery said nothing. No yelling. No threats. She took out her phone, made a brief call, and stood in silence. Within 10 minutes, a black SUV pulled up. Her regional director, sweating, sprinted from the back seat. Faces turned pale inside. The truth had arrived and consequences were coming fast. The regional director stepped into the lobby like a firestorm. "Who touched her? Who denied her service?" The manager stammered, trying to find the words to explain. But Avery entered calmly behind him, her presence now undeniable. "You denied the owner of this building. You racially profiled your employer." She turned to her assistant who had arrived mid-call. "Effective immediately. Terminate all involved." Staff gasped. "No shouting. No revenge. It's just quiet power backed by undeniable authority." Guests clapped. Phones recorded. And the clerk's smirk faded to horror. As she signed the termination notices, right there in the lobby, Avery said one final thing. "This isn't about me. It's about every guest you treated like they didn't belong." The firings were immediate. New staff were trained, and signs went up around the hotel that read, "Respect is not optional. It is policy." Avery didn't issue a public statement. She didn't need to. The video of her being removed and later firing the entire management went viral. But the real impact, it was felt in hotels, restaurants, and businesses across the nation. People started watching more closely. CEOs started asking more complex questions. Racism doesn't always wear a hood. Sometimes, it wears a name tag behind a front desk. Avery proved you don't need to scream to be powerful. Sometimes, all it takes is showing up and refusing to be erased. How many others have been denied service simply because they didn't look the part? If you enjoyed this story and thought it provoking, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more powerful narratives. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Take care.